G'day YouTube, Turbo Tristan here, and in today's video we're going to fit the PLM downpipe to my Mrs. CU2 Honda Accord Euro. Alright, so this is the kit we're going to use, PLM kit, downpipe, header if you will, and the cat deletes. So this is how it comes packaged in the foam in place system so it doesn't rattle around or get banged up. I've already taken the bubble wrap off. This was all wrapped in bubble wrap. But we have the cat delete pipe. Beautiful, very nice welds on there and they're all sealed up. And this is the downpipe or the header. Here it is here. So nice cast stainless flange there, all robot welded on. That looks like 2.5 inch stainless mandrel bent there with a nice flexi joint. For your O2 bung there in the top. There's another one there on the other side. So there's two oxygen sensors, we're gonna have to put those back in. This is what we're gonna be working with, so not a lot of room. I'm going to attempt to do that without removing anything else. So unplug the O2 sensor down there, the second one just down the back, and then undo the heat shield, take all that off. And yeah, it's going to be a struggle, not going to lie. Really, it's 4 bolts at the top plus the heat shield plus the O2 sensors, then there's 6 bolts at the bottom. So fingers crossed it doesn't give me too much grief. But we're going to delete the first and secondary cat, get some straight through gains happening. Okay, so under the car I'm just going to start with the cat, take that out and try and undo these bottom ones here. It's going to be easy to do all these while the rest of the exhaust is bolted up just to help keep it stable. I've sprayed some WD-40 all over all the bolts, only about a minute ago, so Alright, so there's a disco going on in the background, so I'm going to talk really, really loudly and really close to the mic so that it doesn't demonetize this video. This is the old dump pipe straight off the back of the headers or the collector. Very small opening, and we've got a cat there. Really restrictive, you can't see anything through there. And then we have that goes to this cat, which again is very, very restrictive and really small. And then we have the new pipe, which is quite open, nice bell mouth, a lot larger diameter inside, straight through. You can see all the way up in there. And then there is a decat pipe over here for the secondary cat, which replaces this one. And we're going to stick those in. So a little bit tricky to juggle. I've got the two oxygen sensors there. The one with the long cord is for the top and the one with the short one is for the bottom. So I'm going to stick those on, get this back in the car. Then we're going to do an obligatory startup video with the straight pipes. One last thing, so this model doesn't have headers. It's got a built-in turbo manifold or a built-in exhaust port. All four ports go to one collector and then straight out. Makes it nice and simple, and also really good for bolting a turbo on in the future. And there's tons of space there, heaps of room. So maybe one day this might get a turbo. Alright, so that was absolutely ridiculously loud. So we better put this in straight away. So the bolts that were sent to us from PLM are a 5/8 imperial backwards measurement. So that's going to be fun because I only have a 5/8 socket and no spanners because nobody does that imperial crap outside of the US. But okay, so take two. Turns out the PLM bolt-on kit wasn't a bolt-on kit because I had to take this centerpiece down to a friend of mine, Lockie. I had to get him to extend it around 10 millimeters and then also clock the flanges so that it's going to line up better. So the car's not quite as high as it was before. Get a bit claustrophobic, but let's try this out. Think I can make that work. Yes, it's gonna work. So this, you know, 1 or 2 hour job turned out to be an all-day job because I had to get the part modified. Because I don't have two 5/8 spanners because I'm not backwards, I have to do it with the adjustable nut wrecker. All right, job's done. So there we have the cat delete for race use only. And up here we have the downpipe. Again, first cat delete. All the O2 sensors are in. But there we go. Sorry about the view, but that's it. All the rest of the mufflers are staying stock. We're not going to make lots of crazy noises. We're not going to annoy the neighbours and give ourselves a headache when we take this car on holidays. But we are going to pick up all of the power benefits from deleting those restrictive downpipes. I did have to get that modified. The flanges were out of whack. There was no way it was going to go on the car the way it was. So I took the center pipe, so the cat delete, down to a friend of mine, Lockie, who I met just a couple of days ago. Turns out he's a fantastic stainless steel welder and fabricator. So I gave him a call told him I was desperate and he helped me out. So thanks again, Lockie. That was really awesome and it was great meeting you. Thanks, Lockie. Really appreciate it. And that is the fantastic thing about the Honda community. So I met a bloke the other week, Cameron. He's the one who sold me the motor for $50, which I'm going to rebuild. I said, do you have a gearbox at all by any chance? And he said he didn't, because I was looking for a friend of mine, Sel, who we've worked on his car in previous videos. He's just down the road. His gearbox does not sound good. Cameron mentioned to Lockie that I was looking for a gearbox. Lockie gave it to me for nothing. I gave it to Sel for nothing. And then he gave me the VTEC head. So that's just, couldn't ask for more. The Honda community is really, really awesome. So thanks again, guys. If you're a Honda boy or girl, make sure you like and subscribe. Help spread the love. Alright, so it's the following day. We've taken the car for a bit of a burn. The engine's warmed up, all the pipes are warmed up, but it's still got a bit of a rasp down low, as you're about to hear. Sometimes in between gears it sounds a little bit like a European car, but otherwise it's a little bit buzzy down low, so we're going to put a cat in there, a high flow cat. But here's the pull onto the freeway, full send. Third. But normal cruising, it sounds perfectly fine. There's no issues. It's just when you're down low in the rev range and then you start to accelerate, it buzzes like a lawnmower, my girlfriend says. So definitely don't want that. So we're going to put a high flow 2.5 inch cat in there where the decat pipe is. And hopefully that should clear everything up and get rid of that buzz. You're supposed to run a cat anyway, so it's definitely going to have one. It won't affect the tune at all because we've already removed 90%, well, we've removed 100% of the restriction, but we'll put a high flow cat in there and that will make Captain Planet happy, but it'll also get rid of that buzzing noise down low in the RPM. But otherwise, at the moment, 100 k's an hour, 4th gear, 5th gear, 2000 RPM, not a single sound, sounds exactly standard. I'm just going to stand on it from 2000. Sounds alright. Go back to 4th. You can sort of start to hear it come through now, about 3000 RPM. Yeah, I wish you could choose when that noise came in. If it was higher in the RPM, it would be good, but when it's down low, which is 90% of your driving, it sounds pretty crap. Because the last thing we want to do is lose the purity of this car, because it is such a nice car to drive. So let me know what you think in the comments. Is it too much? Would you like that noise on your car? Compare it with the outside car footage and let me know what you think. Okay, so we're going to test out the sound inside the car and see what it sounds like. Pulling onto the freeway, going from 0 to 100 k's per hour, and you'll get to hear that lovely buzzing noise that drives my girlfriend crazy. And it doesn't sound very good, to be honest, so I think you'll agree with me, it does need a cat in there of some sort. So next week I'm going to put a high flow 2.5 inch stainless steel cat converter back in the exhaust. Definitely needs it, keeps Captain Planet happy. So let me know what you think of the sound. Up top sounds pretty good. Remember, the rest of the exhaust is stock standard, but down low it's got a bit of a buzz and sounds like a lawnmower, so we don't want that at all. Okay, here we go. All right, pulling onto the freeway now from 0 to 100. Ooh, limiter. And police. Hello, officer. Stay behind them because they'll probably pull me over for having a camera on the back of the car. But that brings us to the end of the CU2 Honda Accord PLM downpipe install video. It was very difficult, being that cat delete did not line up properly. There was no way it was going to work. It was around about 1 centimeter too short, and it was around about 1.5 centimeters out of whack. So just no chance. So Lockie, superhero, saved the day. Thanks so much. But I am going to get this car tuned in the next few weeks. And that'll be it for performance mods on this car. We've got the TN Luxury Master springs, rides like a dream. We've got the K&N high flow air filter in the standard air box, and then we've got the PLM downpipe and cat delete. So that's done. Factory exhaust, I'm not touching that. After that, I'm still waiting on the roof spoiler and the boot lid spoiler. We'll get those painted and put on the car. Might order some side skirts after that and get a set of rims on here, and then we'll finish off with the chin spoiler and probably a rear lip spoiler as well, and that'll be this one done. But that brings us to the end of another video, so make sure you take your finger, click like, click subscribe, don't smash it, just hit it gently, and we'll see you in the next video.